What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of One Full Audio with your host James and Aidan. Today is another top 10 episode, and today we're doing the best pay-per-views in WWE. Quite a controversial topic. So, Aidan, do you wish to kick us off with your first pay-per-view?
I will indeed. My first, I will start things off with one of my favourites, which is ECW One Night Stand 2006.
ECW 2006. So, do you want to give us a quick run through some of the top matches on the card?
Well, I would say sort of your top maybe three matches. No, top four maybe, let's go with. Would be Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Mysterio versus Sabu for the world title.
Yep.
Mick Foley and Edge and Lita versus Beulah McKilligutty. McKillig. I can't say that surname. Beulah, Tommy Dreamer, and Terry Funk.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously ECW no DQ match. And then the main event of Rob Van Dam versus John Cena for the WWE title.
Oh, it's a very good pay-per-view, really.
It's a very, very, very... It's the best thing they did with ECW when they brought it back.
Is that the one where Heyman attacks JBL, or was that 05?
No, Heyman never attacks JBL. What do you mean when he comments about him?
Yeah, when he... Yeah, in the ring.
That's 05.
Yeah, I do... I love the Funk match with Foley and Edge.
It is very good.
He does the sex spin, doesn't he, to win on that girl?
He does, to Beulah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Tommy Dreamer's wife as well.
Yeah, and he's meant to be dating Lita at the time.
Yeah. And that's actually Tommy Dreamer's wife as well. Tommy Dreamer's wife as well.
Very controversial. Is that... You go through fire, Funk? Is it... There's definitely barbed wire involved.
Barbed wire, because Terry Funk gets caught on it.
Yeah. I don't think
there is. Is there fire in that match?
I don't know. I love that match though.
Yeah, I like all those matches. Angle Orton's very, very good.
Angle Orton.
Yeah, it's the first match. No, it's not. It's the second match. First match is Jerry Lawler versus Taz.
Oh, good God Almighty!
It lasts about 30 seconds. Taz just whacks on the Taz mission and ends it.
And ends him done in the old ECW arena.
It was. No, not in the ECW arena.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
No, it was in Hammerstein.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed those ECW One Night Stands.
Apart from the finish, Sabu Rey Mysterio is very good as well.
Oh yeah, they both go for the table, don't they?
Yeah, which was, I mean, the amount of tables Sabu's gone through. Why would he be knocked out after that one?
Because it's Ray.
No, I didn't like that ending at all. Obviously, you got to keep Sabu strong, I suppose, but not. You can't also have them have both belts after one pay-per-view. And obviously the main event was amazing when Van Dam beat Cena for the title.
Yeah.
And Edge comes in and spears. The only thing that annoyed me a bit was that Van Dam never looked like he won it himself.
No, he didn't.
And he dropped it the next month.
But you get the massive pop.
Apparently, though, he wasn't supposed to drop it the next month, but he was pulled over by a cop and he had marijuana in his car in between winning the title and dropping it, and that's why he had to drop.
Shock. Typical Van Dam, eh?
Well, I don't know. Is Van Dam known for liking his marijuana?
I know. So if you had to give this pay-per-view a rating out of 10, what would you give it? 10 being must watch, 1 being it's in your top 10 anyway, so pay-per-view, so it's gonna be high.
I mean, I'm a big ECW mark, so this was like bringing it back for me. That and it at 05, One Night Stand. So I would legitimately, if you've never seen ECW, but you don't want to jump straight into the deep end of it, but you want to see what it's like in a WWE sort of enclosed fashion, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? Is there ever a pay-per-view for you that could be 10 out of 10? Well, we just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, well, you don't be giving away my secrets.
Right, so the first pay-per-view I'm going to kick us off with then is the big one, WrestleMania 17.
Biggest pay-per-view of all time. Some people say the best.
Some say the best pay-per-view ever. So as you know, the main event, Stone Cold versus The Rock. No qualifications for the championship. You also have that stellar triple threat TLC match for the tag titles with Edge and Christian, Dudleys and Hardys. Shane versus Vince in a street fight. Angle Benoit. That's some of the top matches to pick from the card. And let's start us off with the triple threat tag match.
Wasn't it Undertaker Triple H?
It was Undertaker Triple H. The first out of 3.
That's when he chucked him off that random bit of scaffolding at one point.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I can't even remember.
What did you make of Austin turning heel at the end?
It's one of those things that shouldn't have happened.
I disagree.
No,
I disagree completely. And
because he's so over.
It doesn't. The thing is, though, people always say that. Oh, what? He's joined McMahon. You've ruined all these years of booking.
Yeah.
But for me, the whole point of him joining McMahon was that he's so desperate to beat The Rock, he'll even team up with his worst enemy to beat The Rock. That's what the story should be.
No, because I agree with what Austin said on a podcast. He said on Chris Jericho's podcast about almost a year ago now that he wished it didn't end like that. He wished he stunned Vince McMahon as well.
But the problem is...
To say anything goes.
The problem is, wrestlers always want to put themselves over. Of course Austin wanted to be the top guy for another 7 or 8 years as the face. That's what his mentality would be. That's what all wrestlers' mentalities are.
It goes well.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with the story progression of him joining McMahon.
It's almost like Cena turning heel and joining McMahon.
But alright, okay. Say you had booked it that AJ now wins every match for the next 3 years they ever have against Cena.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind then Cena joining up with Triple H and the Authority to beat him.
Oh, I still would.
Because it means that he would do anything to beat him. It's his obsession to beat AJ.
Because I don't want. I would want to see Cena heel, but not like that.
We're going to go off topic again, this right?
Yeah, we are. Well, let's just move on then, because.
So what would you give it out of 10?
Well, hold on. I'm done. Oh, there's one bit I want to talk about first.
Okay.
The TLC tag match.
Okay.
With the old spot.
What old spot would that be then?
The old spear off the ladder.
That's exactly what I thought you were going to say as well, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. What is it? It's like 90% chance of going wrong, I think I've read.
But Bubba took a horrible bump for a table off the top of the ladder. I think 2 tables, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 tables.
Yeah.
Wasn't it to the outside?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he took. Yeah, and that spear's a thing of beauty. Still shown today on the WWE Network.
I don't think there's 90% of the chance of that going wrong.
No, there is.
I don't think there is.
Because there's a certain way Edge and Hardy had to fall.
The fall? I thought you meant him actually connecting with Hardy.
No, the fall.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Because I guess if Edge had over-rotated, he could have sort of flipped almost in midair.
Yeah, and then as like holding him and stuff.
Yeah, I understand. I thought you meant a 90% chance of him not actually completely missing Hardy and just landing on the floor. I was going to say, I don't think that's
falling
true.
Down, just dropping to the floor.
That would be really funny. How would you even get through that? Would you just go up and do it again?
Becky!
I don't know what you'd do there.
Inside joke about Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. If you haven't seen it, Vicky not coming down.
That's
classic. Right, go on then. Move on to the next pay-per-view.
I'll move on to my. See, do I keep it in standing of One Night Stand, or do I go on to my next? I'll keep it One Night Stand. One Night Stand 2008. I have.
Run us through some of the cards.
I will indeed. I think you've got sort of 4 or 5 here that are really good. Jeff Hardy Umaga, Falls Count Anywhere for the IC title. I really like that match. And it's the only match I've ever seen where Hardy does that thing where you slide down stair rails and then he clotheslines him at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Doesn't he jump off a truck?
He does, onto what's quite obviously like one of them stunt...
pillows.
Yeah. You've also got Shawn Michaels Batista in a stretcher match, which is off of Batista blaming Michaels for ending Ric Flair's career.
Which he did, thank you very much.
You've also got JBL John Cena, First Blood. And you have John Cena... no, not John Cena, sorry. Triple H, Randy Orton, Last Man Standing. And you also have Edge versus Undertaker in a TLC.
Pretty stacked card.
That is quite a stacked card when you think about it, isn't it?
It is a very stacked card. And lots of gimmick stipulations on these matches as well.
Everyone's a gimmick stipulation.
Yeah.
Even the women's match, I believe, was an I Quit.
You won't get that these days.
No, I don't know. Maybe now.
Potentially. I don't know.
You've done they don't really.
Yeah, but they don't really do I Quit matches at all anymore in WWE.
I can't remember the last I Quit match.
Cena. Rusev.
Oh, was that I Quit?
Yeah. He said it in Russian, I think.
I thought it was a chain match.
No, they had 3. Don't forget.
Or did he have the chain, and that's how he made him say I Quit?
No, they had a chain match as well.
Oh, fuck.
Going off topic, can we go back onto your pay-per-view, please?
Yeah. You didn't give WrestleMania out of 10.
Oh, I'll give it
Huh?
9.
9. Well,
Yeah.
I'll give this, just because it's a stacked card, I'd give it more of a 7 or an 8.
7 or an 8.
Because you should watch it, but if you're not, like, if you get sick of the gimmicks, then... Because, like, even Michaels and Batista's a stretcher match.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
if you'd get tired of the gimmicks, then...
If you just want a one-on-one normal match.
Yeah, you're not going to get it, there isn't one, so...
I do like gimmick matches.
Yeah, I think well, One Night Stand evolved into Extreme Rules.
Yeah, but
So if you think of this as being a very, very early edition of... Because it was One Night Stand 2007 was the first one, that had all gimmicks. And then it was 2008, and then turned into Extreme Rules. So if you think of this as one of the early Extreme Rules, it makes more sense.
So so 7 or 8 you're saying?
7 or 8.
Alrighty, I'll move on to my next pay-per-view, SummerSlam 02.
Yeah, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Edge versus Eddie. Undertaker test, I don't know. Shawn Michaels, Triple H in an unsanctioned street fight, which is one of my favourite matches from both of them. The brutality of the match. First time Lesnar versus The Rock. In the
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, which was the big mark.
Was Hogan on that card? Because Hogan was still knocking around at that time.
No, he wasn't on that card.
Oh.
No Hogan at all.
It was during his little time back, though, that was.
Yeah, it was. Because Hogan, doesn't he come at the end?
I really don't remember.
Or something.
But more about Taker Test, please.
Less said about that match. Let's go straight to Shawn Michaels.
As a little off-topic point, I used to really like Test as a kid. I loved his big boot, and I wondered why his finished people, but no one else's did.
Like the Undertaker's.
Or like Shawn Michaels with Sweet Chin Music as well.
Oh, that the unsanctioned match is so good.
Wasn't that Michaels' first match back?
It is, and that was the whole storyline that Triple H took him out.
Yeah.
Hurt his back and stuff. But Michaels wasn't signed, so that's why it had to be unsanctioned.
And he wasn't in wrestling gear, was he? He was in jeans and a...
Yeah, this could have been the start of where you fight a street fight in jeans.
Oh. Wait, no, it wasn't Triple H in jeans against Cactus Jack at Royal Rumble 2000. No, it wasn't. No.
Why is it? Yeah. Why is it people said you got to be in jeans now when it's a street fight?
I have no idea. I think it looks stupid.
What's going on there?
Because just because you're on the streets, not everyone wears jeans on the streets. So where does the jeans come into it?
I don't mind it.
What about if you want to wear joggers?
It's like they all do it now. Like I remember.
Did you get Bray Wyatt to wear jeans?
Yeah.
Do you get the Big Show to wear jeans?
I know Big Show can't fit in jeans.
Do you get fucking Samoa Joe to wear jeans? It looks ridiculous. Knock it on the head.
Knock it on the head.
El Ligero wears jeans whenever he's in an ODQ match as well.
Yeah, he does wear jeans.
Knock it on the head, El Ligero, if you're watching.
Knock it on the head.
Knock it on the head. We actually, he only if it's a street fight. He didn't wear it in the hardcore match at Manchester.
You don't wear it in the hardcore matches normally at Pro
Lig, knock it on the head.
Yeah, so I'd give this SummerSlam a solid 8, 7.
8? Yeah.
7, I'm going to go 7.5. 7.5.
Oof.
I'll meet you in the middle. Because I really like this SummerSlam. It's one of my favourite SummerSlams.
It's very, very solid.
Moving on, your next pay-per-view.
I will move on to WrestleMania 19. 2003 is my year, and that WrestleMania was pretty good. Some of the top matches: Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels, one of my favourite ever matches.
Aye.
Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan in a street fight. No one wears jeans, by the way. Vinnie Mac wears his black pants he always wears and black vest.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. The Rock versus Austin. Triple H, Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, Undertaker versus Albert and Big Show.
Albert and Big Show.
Do you not remember? It's supposed to be a tag team with Nathan Jones, but they realised Nathan Jones couldn't wrestle about 2 weeks before the WrestleMania, so I'll tell you what, we'll take him out of this.
No.
Oh, well, that's what happened. I'll say best match of the night is probably Jericho. It's probably Jericho Michaels.
Jericho, I don't actually think I've watched this WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
Not with the very last ever Austin match, Rock Austin, but Austin knew it was his last match, but didn't tell anyone else.
I've seen that.
And
I've seen that match.
He finally beats The Rock. Sorry. Rock finally beats Austin. at
I haven't
Mania.
seen the whole card. Yeah, I've seen that match, but I haven't seen the whole
Have
card.
you not seen the Hogan McMahon one where they just start blading after about 30 seconds? Both.
Oh, yeah, I have seen that as well.
Blood's pissing everywhere within about 30 seconds of the match. Yeah.
No, Vinny is wearing jeans in it, isn't he?
No, he's not. He wears his black pants. He always wears them black, ones
the
you used to
solid
wear
stuff.
at school, like proper trousers.
Yeah, for his Buried Alive match as well, please.
Yeah, he always wore the same thing.
What's Big Vinny? And in his No Quit match, I Quit match.
Of course, you had Lesnar do the botch shooting star, almost break his neck.
Oh yeah, it was against Angle.
Yeah, it was.
Whoever told him to do that?
But imagine if he had hit that. That would be a WrestleMania moment and a half.
We're still WrestleMania moment anyway.
Yeah, but not for the reasons he wanted it to be.
No.
For Brocky. Yeah, some very good. I mean, Rock Austin's very good. Considering Austin might not have wrestled the night before, because he was so fucked. He was told that he shouldn't really be wrestling. He had like an energy drink the night before.
Oh yeah.
And he's absolutely shaking like mad and stuff. Like he's absolutely fucked up. He shouldn't really be wrestling.
Yeah.
They still put on a good match, I thought, because apparently Austin doesn't like it. He thought they could have done a lot better.
I like it. I think it's
But
solid.
I thought it was a very good match. I just thought it was a really good Mania.
Yeah, it's a very good Mania again. So what's your rating out of 10 for it?
I'm going to give that an 8.
An 8. So we've got
Maybe even an 8.5.
We got 18, 17, 18, 19.
No,
No.
we haven't picked 18.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Moving on, I'll do my third pick. Money in the Bank 2011.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
The summer of Punk.
Well, that was the start, wasn't it?
It was the very, very start at the top where he dropped his pipe bomb the week before. And no one thought Punk would beat John Cena.
I gotta say, is this only on here because of that match, though?
Who cares?
Because I have it on DVD, and if you look at some of the people that are in those Money in the Banks, Heath Slater's in one of them.
So?
Well,
Daniel Bryan wins it. It's the mark out moment.
He wins the SmackDown one, yeah.
Yeah, and you got 2 Money in the Bank matches, and you got CM Punk John Cena, which is an amazing match.
And you've got Big Show Mark Henry.
Yeah, you have got Big Show Mark Henry, but that's only 6 minutes, so that doesn't matter.
I think Mark Henry wins.
No? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But Punk and Cena go 33 minutes bell to bell.
Really?
Yeah.
Not including entrances?
Well, I've got 33 minutes in front of me.
Oh.
So, and no one saw Punk leaving with the title. No one.
Unless you're a Ring of Honor fan.
In Chicago, the
Unless
riots.
you're a Ring of Honor fan.
And
you've seen it happen before.
The riots that happened, because he only signed his contract 3 days before this match, in the Thursday.
I'd just like to say,
and then
the Ring of Honor one was better done.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was, because you actually knew he was going to WWE.
You actually thought he was leaving WWE because there's been no news that he signed a new contract.
No.
Yes. And then when he left with the title, and then when he shows up again on Raw the next night,
obviously it was a big surprise. But looking back at it, I just think Ring of Honor's is never going to be as memorable because not as many people watched it. But I think it felt more real, the Ring of Honor one.
This felt real. Because everyone thought, because he's walking down the streets of Chicago, Colt Cabana, thinking he left and stuff.
We'll agree to disagree.
Alright, we will. If you can move. Okay, let me give this a rating out of 10. This would be I want to say an 8.
Yeah, I'll go with an 8.
I want to say an 8 because of the sheer fact it brought Punk into limelight. Go on then.
WrestleMania 20.
El Numero 20, even though that main event.
Yeah, it was a great main event. It's one of my favourite WrestleMania main events.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong main event.
What are you thinking?
The main event. I'm thinking of Lesnar Goldberg being on the card.
Oh, no, that was not the main event.
I always forever have it in my head as the main event.
Oh, no. No.
Even with that on your card, you're going for that.
Yeah, because I think it's the best ending to a WWE pay-per-view ever. Eddie Kurt.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, Cena is over as fuck in this pay-per-view.
Yeah, the US title match.
He's so over. That's the beginning of the Cena push.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
Even Jericho Christian's the right match.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trish Stratus comes down.
Huh?
Trish Stratus goes with Christian.
Yeah.
Poor Trish.
I did not see that one coming. I was furious. Yeah, Kurt Angle Eddie, and I feel like I'm missing a match. Oh, you had the Rock and Sock versus Evolution.
Yeah, and you haven't mentioned the triple threat yet.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out on another match though.
Undertaker Kane.
Undertaker Kane. Yeah, Undertaker's first show back as the Dead Man and not as rides his motorcycle. Undertaker.
It is.
And the main event, Benoit Michaels Triple H, was amazing.
Yeah.
But it was just the ending of Eddie and Benoit, two people that were never supposed to be world champions, both being the world champions of either brand, showing that the smaller people who are fantastic workers can get the recognition they deserve.
Excuse me, the name who shan't be mentioned on this podcast.
It would have been mentioned here. Chris Benoit. I just did it. I wasn't that much of a fan of Benoit as a kid. I thought he was a bit plain.
Yeah, I only remember it being a singles match, to be honest, between HHH and Sean.
Let's not listen to you. Well, I've always thought Benoit was a bit plain as a kid. Bit boring.
I was never a fan of Benoit.
I was a huge Eddie fan, but I thought Benoit was a little bit boring. He's a fantastic worker though, and I can't stand the people that say I can't go back and watch his matches anymore. Oh, fucking grow up. Go back and watch his matches. He's a fucking fantastic wrestler. He's one of the best that's ever stepped foot in a fucking ring. He's very, very good. And it's a fantastic night, a great show. I like WrestleMania 20. Apart from you could knock the 2 4-way tags on the head.
See, for some reason, I loved it when he won the Royal Rumble.
I think everyone did.
Yeah, I was just loving it.
You're coming from number 1.
Yeah, and I loved it when Ray did it for number 2 as well.
I did not like it when Ray did it for number 2 because I never liked Ray even as a kid.
I never liked him. I was just liking the underdogs at 1 and 2 in the Rumble. I'm a little.
Oh really?
That's for it, yeah. Because they worked 60 minutes. God damn it!
You must love it when your Reigns got to the final then when he was number 1.
No, I didn't. Because when Triple H threw him out the ring, I was in Markout City.
But he was number 1. You should have been cheering for him.
No, because he cheated. He took from 15 to like 28 back to the back. He went to the back.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
He got put through a
table. Not fair to Flair.
Yeah, he absolutely cheated his way through that match. Might have been that.
I'll give WrestleMania 20. I'll give it an 8.5 because of the ending.
I'd say an 8.
I'll give it an 8.5 because of the ending.
Moving on, segue. I'll go on to another WrestleMania. WrestleMania 31. I love this WrestleMania.
Yeah, 31 was the best since I've been watching again.
I love this WrestleMania so much. I've never marked out so much.
At times, yeah, but
when Rollins cashed in and won,
yeah, big time then.
I was in Dream City. So we have Lesnar, Reigns, the beautiful RKO in the Randy Orton Seth Rollins match. Where he counters the curb stomp.
Seth winning made me less annoyed about the ending of that match. I didn't like Orton going over Rollins when it happened.
A very solid ladder match where Daniel Bryan wins the IC title.
Very good ladder match.
Very, very good. Cena versus Rusev in another very...
I didn't like that match only because Rusev's the only person I've seen in probably 10 years that lost with one fucking AA.
Bray Wyatt?
No, he took 2.
At Mania?
He took 2. Rusev's the only person I've ever seen take 1 and lose.
No, at Mania. Bray Wyatt
he took 2.
You're going to go rewatch that.
I'm almost certain Luke Harper distracted the referee on the first one.
Undertaker, Bray Wyatt?
Very, very underwhelming. But it all led up to the sit-up and the crab walk spot, which is good.
I would have loved for Bray Wyatt to go over in that match.
Well, we all would, wouldn't we?
Yeah. But let's just focus on that main event. I really liked Reigns Lesnar on its own, but then when Rollins came out,
I liked Reigns Lesnar.
I was going nuts. The brutality of Lesnar Reigns I thought was really good.
I would just like to another point out, though. The only thing that everyone marked out at the time for, I got absolutely shit on for saying I didn't like it, but now everyone else has come round to my way of thinking like a year later.
What's that?
Triple H Sting was not a good match.
No, it wasn't a good match. It was just a mark-out fest.
But I didn't mark out because
when the NWO came down, you weren't going.
No, because because the fucking Sting hated the NWO.
NWO versus DX, it doesn't matter. WCW versus
No, I'll tell you another reason why I didn't like it. For starters, fucking X-Pac was in DX, but hold on a minute, you were in the NWO as well. So
stop picking on this.
Pick your fucking side, X-Pac. The other one is, where I could see, as they were coming down, I was like, alright, and Sting can have a little rest then, because he can't go anymore. And that's all it was, so Sting could have a rest. I thought Sting Rollins was twice the match this was.
Yeah, Sting Rollins was very good.
Sting looked really good against Rollins, but here, he couldn't go for more than 5 minutes, his hair was all over the place. He was just frizzing up in the humidity. He didn't like the humidity. Where were they? Florida, was it?
No, they were in San Francisco.
San Francisco. And no, didn't like it at all. Thought it was awful.
That's your opinion.
It all led
I
up
only
to the sledgehammer baseball bat spot.
Yeah, I only liked it for the.
I hated the fact it's just another thing of Vince putting over, even to the kids that are like 8 years old, that this company that once existed, WCW, was never as good as we were.
It wasn't.
That's not true. That isn't true. For like, how long was it? It was almost 2 years. WCW won the ratings straight every single week for almost 2 years.
Well, I'm going to give this a rating of...
Sting's first Mania is only Mania as well.
Will you stop picking on that?
No, I will not. That was I was not happy about it. Fuck you, whoever booked this match, and everything you stand for.
Well, I'm going to give this Mania purely because in the last...
Keep talking about Sting now, please. I thought...
In the last 10 years, this has been the best Mania I've seen, so I've got to give it a 9.
Wait, hold on. 21 to 31? No way. 21 was better than 31.
No, I'm on about years.
Yeah, it's 10 years.
No, 32. 22, please, to 31.
Oh. Don't know, 23. 23 wasn't bad.
No, this was better. This had everything. This is solid. This is...
Because Mania's so underwhelming this year. Everything looks better.
Yeah, it's got to be solid. So moving on to your last...
My last one is NXT Dallas.
Why?
Opening tag match was amazing. American Alpha versus Revival.
Was that 2 out of 3 falls?
Huh?
Was that the 2 out of 3 falls match?
No, that was on the NXT TV.
Okay.
Very, very good match. American Alpha winning the titles.
It is the first time, yeah.
Unfortunately, disappointing Austin Aries Baron Corbin match. Corbin's last ever NXT show.
Yeah.
Nakamura Sami Zayn, which is match of the year for me.
Uh-huh.
And also Balor Joe, which was also the best I've seen of their feud as well. Oh, and Asuka winning the title from Bayley, and I'm a big Asuka mark, so very, very happy at the end of NXT Dallas.
Yeah, well, Zayn Nakamura match, which looks almost nailed on to be one of the matches of the year.
It will be match of the year. I'd be so surprised if that didn't win match of the year.
I think it's won it as well, to be honest. I'd have to say it's done it.
Yeah.
It is a very, very good match.
And did you watch... what was the one after Dallas?
Revival, wasn't it? No, The End.
The End, yes.
No, I didn't watch it.
Balor and Joe in the cage
first one I missed.
really did not live up to the one in Dallas.
I just can't stand cage matches, that's my problem.
No, I don't like them either. But Dallas was... I thought their match at Dallas was fantastic.
Yeah, and I really liked the ending to it.
I thought the whole thing was just done so well.
So did I. I thought the ending, how Balor just snuck away with it and stuff, still keeps Joe as a monster heel.
I thought Joe looked fantastic in that match.
Yeah, he did. I just wish they wouldn't stop it so much for blood, though.
I didn't mind that for him. I mean, it's going to happen in UFC.
No, not for blood. Boxing, you mean?
No, it happens in UFC for blood.
No, don't stop the match.
No, but they patch him up at the end of the round. There's no rounds in wrestling.
Yeah, just continue on then.
Well, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but we know that's not going to happen. So,
Joe
didn't like it. It was obvious.
Yeah, I can see why. Well, what did you give that pay-per-view out of 10?
I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's a high. Is that your highest rating you've given?
Well, because it is, but only because I am more in-ring than storyline. I prefer the in-ring product to the actual storyline itself. So, for that reason, I'll give it a 9.
Well, I'm
8.5, maybe.
8.5. It's the best NXT show they've done.
8.75. That's what I'll go with.
Alright, well, I'm going to end it on my favourite pay-per-view of all time. I think it's got to be a 9.5. Purely because I was a little kiddie, what was happening, the emotions I was feeling. Survivor Series 03.
I won't accept 8.5.
9.5, I'm going.
I'll accept 8.5.
No, I was almost in tears when Undertaker got buried alive. Tears. Genuine tears. True story, I thought he'd been killed.
Bearing in mind, like I said, 03 is I have every 03 pay-per-view on DVD. 03 is my year. The Raw Survivor Series match was probably the best ever.
It's so good.
I think it's the best ever Survivor Series match.
See, the 6 and 7 match, because and then straight away followed the Undertaker, so I was in even more depressed mood, because Austin lost, and Michaels got screwed. How he came from 3-on-1 down, bloody mess, as typical Shawnee, to get screwed by Orton. Although I was a big Orton fan at the point.
The reason it wasn't a 9 was purely for a few things. The
What?
SmackDown one, I didn't like.
Don't care. I don't care about that match. Don't care.
But that all counts.
Only Cena survived though.
No, Cena and Benoit.
Who?
Benoit.
Don't recognise him.
I'll show you some of his matches. He's very good. Don't look what happened past 2007. He retired. He went away. He went to live somewhere else. He's like a recluse. He changed his name.
Yeah.
Also, the main event wasn't very good.
I don't care. I was too upset about Vince Undertaker.
Yeah, but exactly. Yeah, but it fell really flat. And didn't Goldberg just win really lacklusterly?
I don't care. I don't even remember it because I was too upset about Vince Undertaker. I was sat there in a corner on my sofa.
But that wasn't a good match either.
When I was about 8. I don't care. Undertaker got buried alive.
Undertaker punched Triple H, not Triple H, Vince McMahon, like, twice, and Vince started bleeding.
Yeah, because it legitimised his bad man punch.
But then why doesn't his punches split everyone else open?
Because Vinny's got soft skin.
Does he moisturise?
He wasn't unloading. I loved it so much because
I really like it. It's one of my favourites.
Gets fired. Austin hugging Michaels at the end. Tears to my eyes.
I thought he was going to stun her.
So did I. But he realised what he gave everything he had. A little hug. Kane, Shane, loved the ambulance match. Loved it. Best ambulance match I've ever done.
Was that on that pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was.
Oof, I'm very tempted to give it an 8.75 as well then.
It is the best ambulance match they've ever done. Ever.
Yeah, it probably is.
Such a good match to end the feud.
Yeah, it was very good.
And then that little bastard pops up and buries his brother. How dare he? How fucking... Still bitter about it, because then when the dong hit at Rumble, I lost my...
To be honest, you had to have him bury Undertaker, otherwise you're just going to do Kane Shane for the rest of their lives, because you can never end that feud.
No.
You've already done Last Man Standing.
Well, no, Shane's been packed up in an ambulance. That's the feud ending.
But normally Last Man Standing ends the feud, and that's already happened.
Get the bloody tasers out again, Kane. Get electrified balls.
They weren't tasers, they were car batteries.
Yeah. No, yeah, and it was bloody... What are they called? Crocodile things.
Crocodile clips, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm ending it on that one.
That is a 10.
That is the 10 matches that you should go watch in WWE. 10 pay-per-views,
not matches.
If you've never seen them before.
Pay-per-views.
Ever. So thank you for watching. If you feel there's any pay-per-views we've missed, please comment below. Yes. Yeah, pay-per-views. I have said pay-per-views. If you feel we've missed any, or if there's any you think